Hello and welcome to another episode of Deep Six Wrestling's Fun with Funko. I am your host, everyone's favorite Deep Six champion, the glorious Robbie Rotten, aka the Glorious One, aka Mr. Money in the Bank. This episode is going to be a little bit different. Instead of talking about Funko Pops that I actually own, we're going to talk about Funko Pops that I would like to see in the future. And also, I'm going to be revealing some Funko Pops that are going to be coming out a little bit later this year. So, without further ado, number 10 on my list of Funko Pops that I would like to see in the future is a pretty silly one, actually. But I have to say, Funko has done a really, really good job of covering legends and old school talent. So, there's not going to be a lot of that on this list. Number 10 is the Gobbledygooker, which, as everyone knows, is a ridiculous turkey character that was debuted at an early edition of Survivor Series, 1990. And everyone expected it to be some really big special debut, and it was this stupid turkey that hatched out of an egg. And it's ridiculous. And I would absolutely love to see it as a Funko Pop. It would just be one of those stupid ones that I'd have to see. So that's why it makes my list. Next up at number 9, I have the North American Champion from NXT, the Velveteen Dream, with his tri-lensed sunglasses, ideally. He could even have like a chase, which is, a special variant that's a little bit rarer, of him with his Hogan-inspired gear that he wore at NXT TakeOver War Games. I think that would be really cool. There's a few NXT and recent main roster debutees on this list, so again, this is just my list of ones I'd like to see. This probably isn't really realistic, but, Next up on my list at number 8 would be Drew McIntyre, the Scottish psychopath. He has been absolutely killing it since he returned to the company, and I think he'd be a really good candidate for a pop. I think he'd look really good, and I can definitely see it happening in the near future. Number 7, we have the current NXT champion, Adam Cole. I think he would look great, and he'd be a great first person to make as an NXT pop. They actually have not done it yet so far. So between him and Velveteen Dream, I think either of those two guys would be a great choice for the first one. So why not? Number 6, this one may be a little polarizing, but you cannot deny that this man is, I don't want to say an icon, because he's not really an icon, but he's been around a long time, and I think he deserves it. Shane McMahon, the best in the world. I'd love to see a Shane McMahon pop wearing his classic baseball jersey that he always wears at the pay-per-views. I would love to see it. I don't see any issue. I think it would look great. Number 5, we have Aleister Black. Again, another recent transplant to the main roster. Probably not as realistic, but I think it would look really cool, especially with all the tattoos. He's got a pretty unique haircut. He'd look really good. You could maybe even put him in his little crouch pose that he does when he comes into the ring, but if not, whatever. I still think it would look cool either way. Number 4, the Pirate Princess, Kairi Sane, wearing her pirate hat and with the wheel she comes out with. That would just look awesome. I believe the word is toyetic. That is a toyetic figure right there. That would look really, really cool. Again, probably not the most realistic thing, but I would love to see it. Number 3, someone who's really deserving. He's been on the main roster a long, long, long time, and definitely has gotten passed over when it comes to Funko Pops. I'm going to go with The Miz, wearing his headband, sunglasses, and his ring jacket that he comes out to. I think it would look really, really cool. And as long as you don't put him in his ring gear, he wouldn't look like almost every other wrestling pop, just wearing trunks. And he's definitely deserving. He's been around a long time, and he's been absolutely destroying it in the last few years. So I think people would buy it. Number 2, this is definitely a classic one that I think people would go for. They have a line called Pop Rides, where it's a pop figure on some kind of vehicle or like a horse or something. I'm going to say the American Badass Undertaker riding his motorcycle. I think it would be really cool. Obviously, it's a throwback to the Attitude Era, and people love this Undertaker. I think it would definitely sell. I would love to see it, for sure. And now I'm going to go over pops that are coming soon. We have the Walmart exclusive 6-inch Andre the Giant pop, which is a big deal for a lot of people because they came out with an Andre the Giant maybe 2015 or so, but it was like the regular 3 and 3/4 inches that all the other pops pretty much are, and people kind of complain because it's the same size as all the other pops, and obviously Andre was a huge guy. So people are really excited to see this 6-inch version of him come out, and this will be the first ever 6-inch variant of a WWE pop. So people are really excited for it, and that's pretty cool. Next, we have the Amazon exclusive Becky Lynch that is already, I think the pre-order's already up. It might even be sold out. And that's coming out in August, I believe. So it's coming in a couple months. And she's wearing her The Man shirt, so it's pretty cool. Then there's a common Becky Lynch that is coming out. Elias with his guitar. I've been really hoping for this one, and it looks great. I can't wait to see it come out. We have another one who is definitely well deserved, Trish Stratus. Bret the Hitman Hart with a jacket. This is the second Bret Hart pop, and he just had the sunglasses in the first one, so now we guess he has his signature leather jacket that he wore in his ring entrance. It looks pretty cool. Then we have another Undertaker pop, but this time he is coming out. He's wearing like his hooded jacket that he wore at some big pay-per-views, a lot of WrestleManias, I think. It looks really cool. I think it's probably the coolest one coming out from this line, so I'm really looking forward to it. You can look for all of these new pops on, according to Amazon's date, it says September 1st, but they may be coming actually even sooner in the summer. Amazon is usually one of the last retailers to ship out their pops. Honestly, I've seen them first at GameStop a lot and Hot Topic, so look for them there, maybe even Target, so look for them soon. And number one, probably my all-time favorite WWE superstar, the Rated R Superstar Edge. There are so many ways you could do this. You could do it in his ring gear, where he's just got like the pants, or you could have him come out in his jacket too. Anything. He would look cool anyway. I'd be really thrilled to have him. I'm honestly shocked they haven't made him yet. So this is one I'd really love to see. Definitely my number one. Thanks for watching, and have a glorious day.